Definition: species that give birth to live young, with embryos developing inside the mother's body. N Examples: most mammals, e.g. humans, dogs, some reptiles, e.g. certain snakes like the boa constrictor, and some fish, e.g. guppies, sharks like the great white. N Significance: provides higher protection to embryos, ensuring better survival rates. N ### 2. Ovoviviparous animals. N Definition: species in which eggs develop and hatch inside the mother's body, with live offspring being born. N. Examples: certain sharks, e.g. sand tiger shark, reptiles, e.g. garter snakes, and some fish, e.g. seahorses. N Significance: combines traits of oviparity, egg-laying, and viviparity, live birth, offering a unique evolutionary strategy. N ### 3. Parthenogenetic species. N Definition: species that reproduce asexually, where embryos develop without fertilization. N Examples: some insects, e.g. aphids, reptiles, e.g. Komodo dragons, and amphibians, e.g. certain salamanders. N Significance: allows reproduction without a mate, beneficial in isolated or low population conditions. N ### 4. Hermaphroditic animals. N Definition: organisms that possess both male and female reproductive organs. N Examples: many invertebrates, e.g. earthworms, snails, and some fish, e.g. clownfish. N Significance: increases reproductive flexibility, especially in environments where mates are scarce. N ###. 5. Marsupial reproduction. N Definition: a subset of mammals that give birth to underdeveloped young, which then mature in a pouch. N Examples: kangaroos, koalas, and possums. N Significance: combines traits of viviparity with extended external parental care. N ### 6. Egg-brooding species. N Definition: animals that retain eggs on or in their bodies or specialized structures until hatching. N Examples: N frogs, e.g. Suriname toad, where eggs develop on the back. N fish, e.g. mouthbirders like cichlids. N Significance: protects eggs from predation and environmental hazards. N ### 7. Monotremes. N Definition: a unique group of egg-laying mammals. N Examples: platypus and echidnas. N Significance: showcases a primitive form of reproduction, blending traits of reptiles and mammals. N ### 8. Fragmentation or budding reproduction. N Definition: a form of asexual reproduction where the organism splits into parts that regenerate into complete individuals. N Examples: starfish, fragmentation, hydra, budding. N Significance: allows rapid population increase without mating. N ### 9. External fertilization. N Definition: fertilization occurs outside the body, usually in aquatic environments. N Examples: amphibians, frogs, most fish, salmon. N Significance: enhances genetic diversity and reduces parental investment. N ### 10. Broadcast spawning. N Definition: a reproductive strategy where animals release eggs and sperm into the water column, leaving fertilization to chance. N Examples: corals, sea urchins, and many marine invertebrates. N Significance: facilitates wide dispersal but relies heavily on environmental conditions for success. And these categories highlight the vast diversity of reproductive strategies across the animal kingdom, each tailored to specific ecological niches and evolutionary pressures. Viviparity, a reproductive strategy where organisms give birth to live young rather than laying eggs, represents a significant evolutionary advancement in ensuring offspring survival. This essay explores the characteristics, mechanisms, and diversity of viviparous reproduction across the animal kingdom, delving into its evolutionary significance, adaptations, and challenges. With detailed examples from mammals, reptiles, and fishes, this work provides a robust understanding of viviparous classification and its ecological and biological implications. Viviparity is a reproductive mode characterized by the development of embryos within the parent's body, culminating in live birth. Unlike oviparous animals that lay eggs, viviparous species provide direct nourishment to their developing offspring, enhancing survival rates in harsh environments. This essay aims to document the diversity of viviparous organisms, analyze the mechanisms involved in their reproduction, and highlight the evolutionary advantages and challenges of this strategy. Viviparity is broadly classified based on the source of nourishment provided to the developing embryo. Histotrophic viviparity is when the embryo relies on nutrients secreted by the maternal reproductive tract. Some species of sharks and rays, where embryos absorb nutrients through uterine fluids, we have hemotrophic viviparity. The embryo receives nourishment directly from the maternal bloodstream, typically through a placental connection. Most placental mammals, including humans and whales, lesotrophic viviparity require that the embryo primarily depends on the yolk within its egg but remains within the mother's body until birth. Certain amphibians and reptiles. Viviparous reproduction involves complex physiological and anatomical adaptations like internal fertilization. Fertilization occurs within the female reproductive tract, ensuring that embryos are protected from environmental hazards. There is placental development in hemotrophic viviparous species. The placenta forms a critical link between the mother and the developing embryo, facilitating nutrient and gas exchange while eliminating waste. Gestation is when embryos develop inside the mother's body for a variable period, depending on the species. Elephants have one of the longest gestation periods, up to 22 months. For adaptations, viviparous fishes often exhibit advanced mechanisms for oxygen and nutrient delivery to embryos. Viviparity is relatively rare among amphibians, but occurs in certain species. There is alpine salamander, Salamander atra, and more. For adaptations, extended parental investment ensures survival in cold or high-altitude environments. Here is the evolutionary significance of viviparity that provides several adaptive advantages like enhanced offspring survival, so protection from predators and environmental conditions during gestation. Viviparous reproduction involves complex physiological and anatomical adaptations like internal fertilization. Fertilization occurs within the female reproductive tract, ensuring that embryos are protected from environmental hazards. There is placental development in hemotrophic viviparous species. The placenta forms a critical link between the mother and the developing embryo, facilitating nutrient and gas exchange while eliminating waste. Gestation is when embryos develop inside the mother's body for a variable period, depending on the species. Elephants have one of the longest gestation periods, up to 22 months. As well, flexibility in habitat choice therefore allows reproduction in harsh environments where external eggs may fail to survive, e.g. cold climates. There, parental investment, because there is increased parental care post-birth, enhances offspring viability. Despite these advantages, viviparity poses significant challenges. As energy demand on the mother, gestation requires significant resources, reducing the mother's ability to reproduce frequently. Viviparous have limited offspring numbers. Viviparous species often produce fewer offspring per reproductive cycle compared to oviparous species. Viviparous have maternal vulnerability. This means extended gestation periods may make mothers more vulnerable to predation and environmental stresses. Viviparity has profound ecological consequences, among them, population dynamics because fewer offspring but higher survival rates influence population growth and stability. The niche adaptation, viviparous species often dominate ecological niches with extreme or variable conditions. Conservation concerns, slow reproductive rates make viviparous species particularly vulnerable to habitat loss and exploitation. Viviparity represents a remarkable evolutionary strategy, enhancing offspring survival through complex adaptations. From mammals to reptiles and fishes, viviparous species demonstrate the versatility and resilience of life in diverse environments. However, the challenges associated with viviparity underscore the delicate balance of energy investment and reproductive success. Understanding the mechanisms and implications of viviparous reproduction not only sheds light on evolutionary biology, but also informs conservation efforts for species that rely on this intricate reproductive strategy.